Yeah.
And it's really fun. And I just remember this was the first thing John and I actually worked on together. And
this is the first thing you danced together. Yeah,
we had many rehearsals, and then to bring our characters to life was so much fun. Just to be a part of it with him was such an honor.
Well, he does a musical since. Well, actually, everybody always talks about how he hasn't done anything since Grease, but actually, he danced Up a Storm in Staying Alive, which was the sequel to Saturday Night Fever.
One of my
Satan's
friend's
Alley.
favorite
Satan's
movies.
Alley was the play that he was in. Satan's Alley. It was a big dance
All I
show.
remember seeing
with,
him in
with
was
Cynthia
like that,
Rhodes.
like Flintstones type belt, like piece of fabric.
And no shirt.
I was like,
And his
that's
body was
my
rocking.
mom.
Yeah.
Really?
That's hysterical. But this is his big return to musicals.
Yeah,
And
it is.
boy, are we lucky to have the man.
He's the greatest.
Yeah. I think we staged
so many
this actually
towels
right
on that
on.
set.
Yeah, there were.
So much laundry.
There was a lot
I
of
literally
laundry.
just wanted to bring my own so it would be washed.
Didn't we stage this the day we shot it? This part of it?
We staged it in the morning. John went and got into costume, which took about 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
So I had a very long lunch break, and we shot it.
This was one of my first ideas, the dynamites on the wall. Actually, my first idea, some of my first ideas when I got the movie was about how to incorporate the dynamites into this. Leslie Dixon, the writer, had actually written in a couple of these things, but I ended up kind of figuring out how all of this had to work because it's really hard. A writer can't write how a musical number works because
They can't write dance steps.
they can't write dance steps and all that kind of stuff.
This is a big throwback to the 60s.
Yeah, this was her idea about putting that in there, which I thought was hysterical.
and
then this little piece here, I think this is John Waters' favorite moment in the movie, actually.
Yeah, he was laughing hard at this when I watched it with him.
The smoking, drinking, pregnant women. So, that's my favorite because we looped that in. It's where all of a sudden she goes, "Ooh, it kicked," and she's like, "Cheers," and they drink.
It's hysterical.
Now, she played Velma in the Toronto Company.
Yep.
That woman. And this, Mr.
So
Pinky's,
pretty.
is so pretty, and it was in the
I
middle.
remember when I saw that exterior for the first time, I went nuts. I was like, oh my God. It looks just like
It was pretty
Mr.
exciting,
Pinky's.
but I was laughing because in the bus shelter right outside it was a poster for Step Up. So I was like, wow, my career, it's all over the place. This was, now the interior
Those
of this
are
was
real
in the middle.
donuts.
Now this entire set is built inside of an office, of a gutted office.
Tracy, is this your...
Every wall, it was built inside of just this building in downtown Toronto.
You think about how much work, there's so many people that aren't talked about that they worked hard on, the grips and
Yeah.
the camera people. I mean, everybody worked so hard for us, and we just appreciate it.
Tracy, eat your donuts.
And just all the set deck people, all the set decorators. I mean, it's crazy.
Look at every little detail is perfectly.
I was so happy when I walked into this set because I was like, I really didn't know what it was going to look like. I mean, I had seen a lot of...
Clothes are so beautiful.
I'd seen a lot of sketches and pieces, and and he kept showing me renderings, but I was really unclear exactly what it was going to look like when I got in there. And I walked in and I was like, this is fantastic. I was so happy.
That's great. And then you put Jerry Stiller in the middle of it, and it becomes perfect.
He was I said he's like a car salesman in a Tennessee Williams play. That's what he seems like to me.
Some of my favorite scenes.
This is the set that we carried everywhere.
Jerry does dancing and singing.
That lipstick move is Mark Shaman's favorite. Oh, there's your signature step, baby
Signature
doll.
move of the movie.
Yeah.
You'll see it in every single
In every scene.
scene.
That's Tracy just shaking it. Yeah, just giving us that.
Oh, yeah.
This was the last thing that John shot.
There he goes.
I think the last thing that John shot was this little piece here. There, that was it. That was John's last shot of the movie. But this we shot while we were in Mr. Pinky's, right?
Yes.
Because what the audience doesn't know is this wasn't actually attached to that font.
It's a separate piece.
It's a separate. No, this was on stage. This was back in the store. This, by the way, was like 7 in the morning. We'd been shooting all
We
night.
have been shooting from 5 the past evening.
Yeah, and so this was about 7 in the morning. And those big wide shots, I walked outside. It's bright white. It's bright light. We're in an alley. And my monitor is just sitting there with 2 little chairs. And Susanna, my script supervisor, was sitting there. And she was
amazing.
writing notes. And she goes, "It's 9 o'clock in the morning and we're in an alley. That's all I'm going to say."
And then the best part was that they came out with a French fry truck.
Oh, right.
At 9 a.m. We're all like, dinner! 9 a.m.
This was
That was the best part for me.
What?
Coming out in those matching dresses, hearing all the extras' reactions, just them just being like, being in step with one of the greatest dancers of all time.
Right.
It was an honor to me because Lord knows I never danced before. So
It was really, really crazy. This was a long night. This all we did. We did this whole section in one night, and it was really scary for me because it was such a big piece. Those aren't real firecrackers. That's CG.
but those are real people flipping them.
Those are real people flipping, and they were flipping at about